25 questions for year 25. Birthday Dutch Bros, birthday fun cake. All right, no intro. Hopping straight in. Question 1. Where are you currently at in life? I work at the Cove. I just turned 25 today. Today's my birthday. Cove is an off season. I'm still doing youth. And I am single. Question 2. What's your Enneagram? I'm a 1, wing 9, I think. Love languages. In order, I want to say quality time, acts of service, physical touch, words of affirmation, and then gifts. Question 4, favorite part about your job? I really love the freedom and creativity that I have, and just like the room to fail and the grace that is extended to me when I do, because it happens. Question 5, would you ever go back to teaching? Definitely not anytime soon. Not for a while. I'm having a lot of fun in where I'm currently at, and social media marketing realm is just fun, and I get to like be creative, and yeah, I can go to the bathroom whenever I want, I can drink water whenever I want, I can eat whenever I want. Can't do that in a classroom, most classrooms. So at some point I'm open to it, but as of right now I'm just gonna hang here and do this. Yeah, if I ever do go back to teaching, it would probably be like an elective or something. Definitely not a core content subject. No, thank you. Question 6, what does your relationship with Jesus look like right now? I feel like my relationship with Jesus looks very different now than it did in college, like super different, but he's the same God. I'm really the only one that's changed. My life has changed, but he stays consistent. So right now, like, I don't do the 1 hour every morning time with God. I don't know, spend time with him throughout my day. Sometimes I'll kind of set aside some time during my day and do something small, or do more of it on the weekends. But lately I've been journaling through an app on my phone, and it also has a desktop version of it, so I hope my AC isn't that loud. Sorry. But anyway, journaling is more like on an app or my desktop version of it, because they're linked. So yeah, that's kind of what my journaling looks like right now. And yeah, it just looks really different. And I think I was at one point idolizing quiet time, when that term wasn't even a thing in the Bible. So I gotta be real. Hold on. So my relationship with Jesus looks very different right now, especially compared to what it looked like in college. Question 7, favorite activity. I was really enjoying doing some surfing at the Cove. I'm not very good at it still, and I picked up longboarding like last year. Still also not very good at it, but I do have fun doing it. And dancing are probably the top 3. Question 8, new skill to learn. I really want to be able to like pick the guitar. I can kind of play, but I don't know how to pick it, and I haven't really figured it out. I've tried figuring it out, but I haven't cracked the code. So that would be a new skill I would like to get. Also, I really want to be better at longboarding or like skateboarding. It's just been a dream of mine since I was younger. and we're getting there. Just not quickly. Question 9, are you dating? No. I'm also not on any apps or talking to anybody or anything. It's pretty dry out here. Question 10, what achievement are you most proudest of? Is that how you say that? Are you most proud of or most proudest of? Most proud of. I don't know. I don't know that I've like achieved anything. That sounds terrible. There are things that I'm proud of, like how much I've grown at work and like still seeking the Lord even though life has changed a lot. I'm proud of like everything in youth, and I was really proud of myself for the surfing and longboarding. That's like a super small thing. I guess that's kind of like an achievement, but it's super like not like me to even get on either of those things. So that felt like kind of a big deal this past year, I think. So maybe I'll say that as an official answer, but I wouldn't say I'm like actively achieving like these big things, if that makes sense. These are hard. Question 11, if you could go back and change one decision in your life, what would it be? The first one that came to mind was sticking to piano lessons, because I just wish I was good at the piano. And I also used to be in voice lessons. That didn't last very long either. So I think I know the classic answer is like, I don't regret anything in life, but I do wish I would have stuck to those. I feel like I thought of another one. Oh, it said one thing. Well, I'll say it anyway. There's no rules in this video. In junior high, I should have not done band and I should have done theater. I would have had way more fun in theater. Next question. What does a perfect day look like for you? Probably depends a little bit on the weather, but in the summer, my perfect ideal day is like waking up, having a slow morning, but also somehow sleeping in, but not too late, and maybe getting like a coffee at Polite and running some errands, and then just laying outside for a little while or going swimming, and then like hanging out with friends. Yeah, probably those. Probably buying something or taking a picture, a fun picture to post. Those are all just things that I enjoy. So that was all wrapped up in a day. That would be super fun. What is my irrational fear? Sunflowers and sharks. Really? Sharks? I feel like I had another one. Sunflowers. Oh, cicadas. I don't like cicadas. Those creatures freak me out ever since I got attacked by one. Moving on. Question 14. Favorite movie right now? I keep putting on the Jesus Revolution, like on repeat. If I don't know what to watch, then I'll just play that. I don't know why. I think it just sparks a lot of joy, and I think it's a fun movie. And yeah, it's like, I think just pretty lighthearted, and even though it doesn't like beat around the bush for some stuff, and it's, what's the word? It's really encouraging, and I don't know, I feel empowered after I watch it. I'm like, I need to start a Jesus movement, you know? Okay, moving on. Question 15, one thing on your Christmas list. I'm really gonna sound like a skater girl. I am not, but I really want a, okay, in theory, I want a longboard slash like a surf skate carver, but I'm a little afraid of the surf and skate carver. I think I went on this one little cruiser one time and I like almost ate it so hard because it's so sensitive, because it's supposed to kind of carve a lot sharper, whereas my longboard, well, it's not even my longboard, I'm borrowing it for like a year now, but that one does not carve very sharp, so it's not as sensitive, which is probably good for me. But I just want the cool one. It has like a big flower on it, and that's on my Christmas list. We'll see if Mom and Dad get it for me. Question 16, what are you looking forward to? I'm going on a cruise October 12th, and I'm so excited. I'm going with Ariel, and I really want to surf on this thing, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. I just really hope it does. Question 17, pet peeves. I really don't like being cut off when I'm talking or sharing a story. I think it just makes me feel like I'm not being heard. And then question 18, pet steves, which is the opposite of a pet peeve. I feel very honored when somebody's like waiting for me to get out of the car, or maybe I go to the bathroom with a friend and she waits for me, and then like we walk out together. So just people waiting for me whenever I'm like moving slow, I feel really honored by. That is my pet Steve. Question 19, what does rest look like for you? Ooh. See, this is good because this is honestly something that I feel like God is teaching me a lot right now, teaching me a lot about right now. And right now, rest looks like not necessarily ceasing from doing stuff, but doing the things that bring me joy and delight, and yeah, just letting myself do those things. And I kind of felt some pressure to get a part-time job just because the Cove season's pretty slow, so I was like, oh, weekend job, easy. But felt like God told me not to because I'm gonna rest. So in some ways that's kind of ceasing, but really it just meant I'm gonna like sit in the slowness of the off season at the Cove just right now. And then like I'm still gonna be doing youth because that's been super life-giving, and dating, I wouldn't say I'm like ceasing from it, because like if somebody asked me on a date I would say yes, but in general I'm like not like trying to date, you know, just because I feel like God is kind of doing stuff in my heart during this next chunk of time, and I kind of want to let him do that before I really try to force anything to happen, which I really shouldn't be doing anyway. So kind of just letting God tend my heart towards dating, and yeah, we're just gonna be patient. But I wanted to read something that was so good. I gotta go get it. Seeing the Unseen by Randy Alcorn. Great dude. Okay. It says, many think they hear God say, do more and do better, but not, I've done it for you, rest. Yet this is what Jesus meant when he said, come to me all who labor and are heavy laden. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. And man, that was just so good. And I think I often feel the need to do more and do better, but right now I feel like God is teaching me that what he's gonna do in my life and like to the people around me is not dependent on me. Like I don't have to do more and do better for God to like act how he would anyway, because he's a good God. So I am not doing more and doing better. I am still seeking God and seeking rest and seeking the things that bring me joy and delight. Yeah, and obviously like maybe rest does look like ceasing from doing something every now and then when I'm tired, but that's what it looks like right now. What was your childhood like? These are long questions. My childhood was great. I went to public school. I did drill team like for Little League for a while, and then I did cheerleading, so making friends wasn't like hard for me. I made good grades, but it was really hard to make good grades just because nothing came naturally for me. And we did lots of camping growing up. I went to summer camp every summer and honestly learned a lot of skills there. That's where actually I broke my arm. And now I have a fear of horses, kind of. Not like a lot, just like a little bit. And yeah. Me and my brother have a pretty good relationship. It's pretty chill. In high school, started doing like this Bible study thing with friends, and that's kind of like where some seeds I feel like were really planted into knowing God and figuring out that there's actually a lot more to God that I don't know about, other than, you know, the basic Sunday school stories. Question 21. What's one thing that you wish people understood about you? I think I kind of have this very stereotypical look to me. Just like blonde hair, you know, probably have kind of a bubbly personality. So I think it's easy for people. Also, side note, I also have just kind of like a childlikeness to me, I think, and that's why I can get along with kids so well in youth ministry. But I do think a common outcome of that is that people don't take me seriously. And so I think that is like a way that I feel misunderstood, is that I'm not, like, whenever I say things I actually mean them. I'm not just like being silly all the time, or I don't know. I think that I feel like that's also just something I have to keep working through and in my heart too, is feeling like people don't take me seriously. But also, like, I think it affects me taking me seriously. So I know it kind of goes back to like me. 22. What is something you're working to improve in yourself? I am trying to be better at asking people at least 2 questions before I say something, because I have like a tendency to give input before I really ask more questions. So that's something I've been trying to be more mindful about. And sometimes I forget to, like, when people ask me how I'm doing or how my day was, I forget to like ask them, and that's trash. So I'm trying to be better at that. Question 23. How and why did you choose your current profession? I feel like I didn't choose it. I kind of just stumbled upon it and applied, not knowing what would happen and having like 0 experience. And yeah, I just kind of got in it and learned and failed and learned and failed and learned some more, but also like had a lot of fun figuring it out some of the time. Not all the time. Some of it was really hard, but in general, I liked and really enjoyed the stuff that I do get to create. So that's kind of why I guess I chose it, but also kind of why I'm staying in it. Okay, question 24. How do you plan to celebrate your birthday? Today's my birthday, and I'm gonna go hang out with my mom in Cyprus and shop around. I don't know what I'm doing tonight. I might just see if people want to hang out. But tomorrow, me and some girlies are gonna go to Waco for the day and eat at Alpha Omega and shop around, walk around, do the silo thing, and have just fun, easy, simple. But that's all I have planned for my birthday. Question 25. What are you hoping for in your 25th year of life? I'm mean, probably the biggest thing is getting married. That would be ideal. Oh, this. I want to like be better about documenting this next year of my life, being 25 and single and sort of living alone, but also not really, and having a dog and working full time, but also trying to like be in community and do the church thing and serve. That's all the questions. I'm 25 today. We answered 25 questions. So that is all of the video, and it's helpful and encouraging in any way. And until next time.